Hey guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the ABH Contour Kit, and this is in the shade medium, and so I'm gonna be using this to outline my brows and give them a nice clean look. And I'm gonna be taking this shade right here, which is Cinnamon. I picked up this palette from Marshall's actually for $20. So y'all don't sleep on like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and places like that, because you could probably find a high-end product for half the price, literally. So as you can see, this gave it like a really nice, defined look. I'm sorry if you guys hear like the fan next to me, but it is like super hot in here right now because it's like 85 degrees outside, so I have the fan going, so sorry if you guys can hear that. This cream kit is perfect for thicker concealers. If you like your concealer to be kind of thick, not liquidy at all, then this is the kit that you want to use. And I think it's perfect for like eyebrow, just outlining the brows and making them a lot more sharper. I think it's perfect for that. Okay guys, so I've already primed my face, and now I'm going to be going in with this new foundation. This is by Kokie Cosmetics, and I've seen some people talking about it here on YouTube, so I decided to give it a try. And this is the Skin Perfect HD foundation, and I got the shade 110C. So this is just what it looks like. It reminds me of like, I guess, the Makeup Forever HD packaging. I know a lot of people are going for the pumps now. I love that. I believe it was about $9 or $10 at Walmart. I will have the correct price somewhere here in the video, but I did pick this brand up from Walmart, and I just wanted to give it a try to see, because I'm always looking for new drugstore foundations. So I'm gonna just squeeze some of this on the back of my hand. And that's just what it looks like on the back of my hand. Kind of not too thick, but a little bit runny. So I'm gonna just apply it with a brush today. Ooh, might be a tad bit too dark. I can't remember how the shade selection was, but I don't remember having too much of an issue like trying to pick out shades. I remember, I think I swatched a darker shade. I bought this like 3 weeks ago, guys, so I just have not had the time to film this video, but now I am. So it definitely looks a little bit dark. So I may have to use a bright concealer to kind of brighten things up a bit, because I like to kind of aim for the lighter parts in my face. I like to match my foundation up to the more yellow tones, bright tones in my face, rather than the darker tones in my face, because I feel like I just get a more even match when I do that, instead of going for something that's super dark and then having to try to lighten it up every single time. Make sure I get my hairline. It does seem like it dries matte, and I would say it's probably about medium coverage. But it does seem to dry matte. I don't really see any too much shininess on my face. So it could be like a semi-matte or demi-matte finish, but I think it blends out really well. It's not too drying, so you can't blend it out, and it's not too runny. That's just what it looks like. Like I said, it is about medium coverage. I still can see a few spots peeking through and just a few blemish areas, so it's not really like a full coverage, very smoothing foundation. It does say Skin Perfect HD foundation, and what it says on the back, obviously if I would have read it, on the back it says a mid-coverage natural finish foundation that offers flawless high-def perfection in every light. So I would definitely say that's probably true. I definitely can still see some of the, I guess, definition on my skin, if that makes sense. and I definitely think it is a medium coverage foundation, and you do still feel like a nice lightweight finish. So it could be like that natural finish that they are describing in their description. So I do agree with the description that they have on the back of the bottle. I definitely think it is a medium coverage lightweight foundation. So for concealer today, I'm going to be trying out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I saw quite a few people using the line, the Photo Focus line. However, I have not been able to find the foundation in my color. I always see like 3 shades lighter at like my Walgreens and CVS. So I decided to pick up the concealer. This is in the shade Dark Cocoa. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is dark cocoa, but this one is cruelty free, of course, and it just says it is a concealer and it's the Photo Focus line. Doesn't really have anything else on the packaging. So I'm gonna try this out. This is just what the wand looks like, and we're just gonna apply it underneath our eyes. So I'm gonna go a little bit heavier with this just because we have that darker foundation, and so I just really want to see if this is a full coverage concealer and how well it blends out. It's going to be put to the test today. One thing I am noticing right off the bat as I am applying it, which I don't think you guys will be able to see, it is breaking up. So I went through and I just, you know, swiped it on my face, and I noticed that when I went to the other side, it started breaking up. So hopefully that won't transfer. So I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm just going to pat it into my skin. Yes, I am using my beauty blender dry. I don't know what it is. I just prefer to use it dry sometimes. Don't hate me. I do like the way it's blending out. I don't think it's taking a whole lot off of my face, so that's good, because I like for my concealers to kind of stay on my face, and that's probably another reason why I don't like using a damp beauty blender, because anything damp is going to obviously pick it up. So with the damp beauty blender, sometimes I just feel like it picks up too much and it ends up leaving it kind of splotchy, in my opinions. I would definitely say this is a medium coverage concealer. Definitely not full coverage, but it did blend out really nicely. That's just how it looked. I hope you guys are having a great Memorial Day, because today is Memorial Day. And I'm filming a video because I don't have nothing to do. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great one. It's like raining here in Georgia, so I guess bump all the cookouts is what the weather said. So yeah, it blended out really nicely on both sides. I think that looked really nice. So just blend out the rest of it, and then we will set it before it starts to crease really badly. And it seems to be working pretty well with this foundation. Sometimes I apply a concealer with, you know, a new foundation or just any foundation. I'll try a new concealer, and sometimes they don't mesh well. And sometimes I just feel like everything is sitting on top of the skin instead of like seeping into my skin. So that's how I know it just didn't really work out well together. So that is the finished concealer application. And like I said, I think it applied really nicely. It is a medium coverage concealer. It didn't really blur anything, like it, because it is a medium coverage, it didn't really blur anything. I wouldn't say it's like photo blurring or whatever, but I do like it. I think it is a great shade. It gives just a little bit of highlight for me, especially because I do like a little bit of highlight just to add some dimension and not just be all even one complexion. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have set my face and I have applied a little bit of bronzer and I primed my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow, and today I'm gonna be using the Kokie Professional Cosmetics as well. And this is their 9 shadow palettes, and it is in the shade Bare It All. And it just says a palette of 9 expertly matte shadows in a mix of matte, satin, and shimmery finishes. These blendable, perfectly pigmented shades give you everything you need to create endless, artist-worthy looks. So we're gonna see how that works out, if it actually is what it says it is. This right off the bat reminded me of the MAC 9 palettes that they have as well. So this was very similar to the Burgundy x 9 palette that I have, and then I'm sure they probably have a MAC palette that is like exactly like this, but they're very, very similar. So I'm just like, is this a dupe? Is this supposed to be a dupe for this? So I don't know if Kokie is supposed like a cosmetic line that just makes makeup dupes. I know there are cosmetic lines that do that, and with them doing the HD foundation, that kind of reminded me of Makeup Forever, and then this is like an exact dupe of like the MAC palettes as well. So I'm gonna try this out today. I'm anxious to see how well the shadows are. I'm gonna just give you guys a little bit of a swatch of some of the shadows so you guys can see and just determine if you guys want to buy these yourself. So that's how they look. I swatched like 4 of them in here. The middle one is like the only one that's not really showing up. That one's that shade there, which is like a nice transition shade. So that's pretty much why that one's not showing up, but they actually look really well. My favorite go-to shadows is these brown gold shimmery shades, and then just like a nice brown matte color, a nice dark brown, almost gray black color as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my eyes and stop talking about it. So I'm gonna start off by taking that center shade that I did swatch, this one here in the middle, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my crease area just as a nice transition shade. And I'm not gonna apply a whole lot of this because I don't really want to like build it up, but I just want to get it in there in the crease. Next, I'm actually going to be taking this brown matte shadow here, and I'm going to take another blending brush and just put that more into the crease. I'm going to drag it downward a little bit onto the lid as well, but then go back up. So just going up and down, just kind of dragging it instead of doing the windshield wiper motion that you usually do. I'm just going to kind of make it like a fanned effect towards the lid area. Coming up quite nicely, so I am loving that. They are really easy to blend as well, so they definitely were telling the truth about that. Haven't really had any issues with any harshness yet. There's not a whole lot of fallout with these shadows either, so I am so far really impressed that I can pick up quite a bit of shadow and then just apply it directly to my lid and there's not a whole lot of fallout. So that's a really nice plus as well. There's even high-end shadows that have fallout. So as you can see, I have like a little bit of an ombre effect going on. So for the next shade, I'm actually going to start taking the shimmer shade. So I'm going to take this shade down here at the bottom and apply that in the center to just kind of hide that matte transition a little bit. I'm just applying it directly in the center and I'm sweeping it backwards towards the black or the dark brown shadow. For the rest of the lid, I'm going to take that nice shimmer shade right here and apply that on the rest of the lid towards the inner corner. And I'm just going to pack this on because I really want the most color payoff I can get. So I don't really want to sweep this at all. I just want to pack it. Ooh, that's really pretty. Really pretty ombre effect. And then when I get towards the center here, I'm going to just sweep it a little bit just to help blend it in to that kind of pinky shimmer shade that we applied. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, just starting off by packing it on the lid towards the inner tear duct area and then sweeping it. Go add a little bit of liner and lashes and I'll be back to finish off the rest of my eyes. Okay guys, so I have applied my lashes. I just used the Eyelure Lashes Vegas Nay in Easy Elegance, and I think they worked really nicely with this look. So I'm just going to finish off using a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes, and today I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot mascara and using that on my bottom lashes. I'm actually just going to use that same gold shadow in the palette and apply that to my cheekbones. Creates a nice natural highlight. On to lips now. I'm going to be trying out the Black Radiance Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Naughty Brown. We have the NYX Lip Lingerie. It feels kind of like that. It's really nice and smooth on the lips. It's not drying at all. It feels really nice on the lips. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I know I did enjoy trying out these new products. I am not so sure about the Kokie foundation. I kind of liked it, but I kind of don't. I'm more of a full coverage person, and then it is a tad bit too dark, but it is pretty matte. It definitely is not dewy. I will have to see how it wears throughout the day to really get a good review on it. I am in love with the eyeshadow palette though. I love it. I think it turned out really nicely on the eyes. The colors popped really nicely and they blended really well as well. The Wet n Wild concealer, not exactly sure. Again, I will have to just keep using it and seeing how I like it. As far as like a lightweight medium coverage day, if I just want to hide some under eye circles or something like that, I think it will be great, but it probably won't be something I will reach for on a daily basis. So I love the Naughty Brown lippy that I have from Black Radiance. I think it is great. It's not too drying, and it dried a nice kind of nude brown color for my skin tone. So as always, please subscribe if you're not, and please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see me try out some more new makeup, because I do have some more that's been sitting in my drawer and I have not tried it out yet. So anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.